And today I just want to talk about something that's been on my mind heavy lately. Building a brand that really speaks to the soul. Not just I'm not talking about just selling stuff. I'm talking about creating an experience that really hits deep. That leaves a stain on the brain way after they leave your page or your store. So, this live is for everyone out there building something bigger than just a hustle. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it. And, let's be honest. When I first got started in the beauty game, I thought the goal was simple. Sell stuff, make my coins, keep it moving. But the deeper I get into it, the more I realize that no, it's so much more to it than that. Like what really clicked for me is was this selling a product, right? That's easy. But creating something that connects, that hits, like that's the real game changer. Hey Marquita, thank you for watching. And now it's like I'm not just trying to make a sale. I'm trying to make an impact. You feel me? So it's like I want people to feel like they're stepping into something powerful. They're stepping into their power every time they click add to cart, every time they watch one of my videos, every time they watch one of my lives. And so, what kind of legacy do I really want to leave? We have to constantly ask ourselves that within our business. What kind of legacy do I want to leave? Like I'm not just here to sell products. I'm not just here to sell wigs and sell products. I'm here to build a brand that speaks to the soul. Something that makes people feel like they're walking in their purpose when they tap in with me. Like that's the vibe I'm going for. Hey Sandra, glad you tuned in. How you feeling? How you feeling? Let's see. Drop them hearts, y'all, if you tuned in, if you can hear me. I think if you're watching on YouTube, you can't really see me, but if you're watching on Facebook, you can see me. So yeah. Let's see. I'm really mad that hmm. Anyway, we gonna keep going. I'll figure it out one day how to like change everything on YouTube. But why does it matter? Like, why does soul matter when it comes to business? Um, why not just focus on sales, focus on the profits, right? Look, people don't just buy products. They buy into a feeling. They buy into an experience. Like um I know there's been a time where you felt like you was like, I felt it. Hmm? Oh, anyway, don't worry about it. My kids just walked in the door. But anyway, I know there's been a time where you were like, I felt that. You know what I'm saying? You ever grabbed something and it wasn't even about the product. It was about the vibe. The energy behind the product. When you put on that new lace front or that new skincare product and it makes you feel like that girl, yeah, like that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of experience I want to give. When you create a brand that speaks to the soul, you're not just selling stuff. You're offering a feeling that sticks with them. That's real influence. That's real power. And that's how you build loyalty. That's how you build a brand that people come back to, not just for products, but for the vibe you're giving as a whole. Now, I'm not finna gash y'all up, building a soulful brand. It's not easy. It takes time, it takes energy, and a whole lot of consistency. But once you're clear on what your brand stands for, the rest falls into place. The hard work, it will be worth it. It's all worth it. So first and foremost, figure out your why. I know everybody says this, but you need to know why you are doing this. What's the deeper meaning behind what you're offering? Every post, um, every product, every piece of content, it needs to align with that energy. If your brand is about confidence and empowerment, that has to show up in everything that you do. When I say everything, everything. It's more than selling a wig or selling some lip gloss. It's about making people feel like they're walking into their best version, like they stepping into their best self when they lock in with your product. Okay, like that's the kind of brand I'm building, and that's the kind of brand I want you to build too. Okay, so just keep all that in mind, and let's tap into connection real quick because that's what this whole thing is all about. Connecting with your people on a deeper level. When your brand speaks to the soul, it's not just about selling to people, it's about serving them, creating a space where they feel seen, heard, understood, and like where they know that you're there to support them and not just make a quick check. Like think about your favorite brands for a minute. You don't just love them because of the products, right? You love them because you connect with what they stand for, what they represent, and that's the energy we're giving. That's the energy we giving at Pink, over here on Pink Swan Beauty, okay? High class hustle, all that. So when you build a brand that's soulful, you attract a tribe of people who vibe with your message, your story, your energy. So when like it's no longer a transaction. It no longer feels like a transaction. It's a relationship, and that's where the real magic happens. So get out your head. I know you like, what if it doesn't work? What if it takes too long? Look, I've been there. I've doubted myself. Been scared. Thinking, am I doing the right thing? It happens. But here's the thing. Don't let that stop you. Building a brand that speaks to the soul is not a quick fix. It's a journey. There'll be obstacles. There'll be setbacks. There'll be minor setbacks for a major comeback. But each one of those will be a lesson in disguise. You know what they say? It's either a lesson or a blessing. So take it with a chin up. Every challenge teaches you something about yourself, teaches you something about your brand, about your message, about your audience. So don't ever get discouraged, okay? See it through. And it's not about being perfect, it's just about staying true to your vision, okay? So, this is what's up. If you're out here building something, whether it's a beauty brand or a business or just a project you got going on right now that you're passionate about, make it mean something. Don't just sell a product. Build a brand that speaks to the soul. Make people feel like they're a part of something bigger, something that empowers them to step into their power, own their confidence, and just be unapologetic about who they are. So if you're ready to build something that matters, drop a heart. Just drop me a little heart in the comments if you found this message inspiring or whatever. And tell me, oh, I love it. Thank you so much. And, tell me a little about your brand. You know, what impact do you want to make? What impact do you want to have? Let's support each other in this journey because when one of us wins, all of us win. I'm so thankful that you joined me here today, and I can't wait to see you at the top. Keep glowing, keep building, and keep it soulful.